apologize right now. Just started making videos, and these are probably gonna all suck until I get about 50 of them in, so please bear with me. Let's go for content. Talking to a buddy of mine who is going through a divorce right now. I went through my divorce started in January 17, we finished in March of 17. We did a no contest. It was a pretty smooth process, except for the fact that I was an angry son of a bitch. But we got it done in 5 weeks, and it didn't cost a whole lot of money. I recommend that if you're going to be going through a divorce, see if your state has a no contest divorce. That's what we did. Quick and relatively easy. You only need one attorney, so it's a good way to go. But I wanted to talk about dating. I jumped right into it, probably within 3 months of starting the whole process. My recommendation, wait, give yourself a year at least. There's a lot of crap going on, and if you've been divorced, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I would suggest, again, take some time, process this whole thing. Some divorces don't go as quickly as mine did. I know that for a fact. Most of them take a year, 2 years, lots of money. The anger grows, the bitterness grows, the hatred grows. I was very angry during mine. I've since gotten over that, and I wouldn't say we're best friends, we're friends at all, but we have a business, and our business is our kids. So we can communicate, we can talk, we can text. She's married. I'm not trying to win her back at all. She's not trying to get me back at all. Like I said, she's married, she's happily married, and I like the guy. He takes care of my kids. Good dude. But the first 2 years were really, really hard, and I probably should have taken more time than 3 months to get my head screwed on straight before I started dating, because it was just a complete shit show, for lack of a better term. I don't know about you guys, if you got any suggestions on dating times. You know, you're divorced probably if you're watching this video, or going through one. I don't know, I'm not an expert. What I was told from the counseling I went through was give it a year or two. I did not do that. I have since done that now, but I'm working on me still, and like I said, I just hit 6 years in March, so that was finalized. But I'm doing a whole lot better now, enjoying life a whole lot more. I'm currently contracting in Kuwait, so my kids are with my ex full-time right now while I'm in Kuwait, and working on a plan to get back home and be with them a little bit more now. This was a good year, but I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had not been divorced. Brought it up to my ex a few times, and she would have nothing to do with it. So it worked out. They moved the same week I came out here, so they were going to be with her anyway. So, you know, divorce has pros and cons. It just depends on your situation. Anyway, getting back to the whole dating thing, I was paying child support, not alimony. We worked that out. She didn't go after my retirement. I didn't go after her retirement. We just had alimony or child support. That was it. But it was a lot of money, and I was a police officer at the time, and I was not making a whole lot of money, and I was basically negative every paycheck, and that really made me angry. Racked up some credit card debt, jumped on all those dating sites. Oh my God. I mentioned the word or the phrase shit show earlier. That's exactly what online dating is. You might find your golden goose, more power to you. It's an interesting way to meet people. I'll just leave it at that. But none of those dating sites are free. Well, they're free unless you want to see who's looking at you or who messaged you, and then it start costing you money. I think I was on 4 or 5 of them at one time for probably close to a year or two, and I wasn't paying cash. I was paying with a credit card, and you know, anywhere from 20 to 40 or 50 bucks a month on just one of those sites. Oh my God. If I could get all that money back, man, be careful with the dating sites. You're going to get hooked in, you know. I'm not saying they're all bad. I met some nice people on there. Sometimes it just didn't work out for one reason or another. It's amazing. Guys aren't the only ones that ghost people, ladies. But yeah, again, with the whole dating thing, if you're new to divorce, it's exciting. You get this opportunity to go out and meet new people. And it's fun, you know, you can have a lot of fun, but you still have to get your head squared away and get through what you're getting through, so that if you're not in a good frame of mind when you start dating people, it's not going to work. And if you're not squared away, it's not going to work. And if you're trying to date someone who's recently divorced, I'm telling you right now, it's probably not going to work. You might have some fun for a little while, but you know, it's a red flag if you're dating someone that's just divorced, like I was, within 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 months rather. It's probably not going to work. Just keep that in mind. Counseling is a good thing. I'm not saying you're jacked up if you go. I enjoyed mine. I got to meet some new people. It's not to meet people and date. They made that clear in the meeting. I did it through a church I was going to at the time, but it did help me. It was an 8-week long class. We met once a week for an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. But it helped me work through a whole lot of stuff. And anger was my biggest issue. And if you know anything about anger, you know it's a secondary emotion. It usually comes from something else, like being hurt or you know, disrespect. Anger comes from stuff like that. You don't just become angry. Something makes you angry. But I'm sorry, the air conditioner's blowing again. But it's something you need to do before you start dating. And I tell everybody that talks to me, asks me about my dating experience, take your time. The women ain't going nowhere. Just slow down, work on you. So guys, if you have any tips, suggestions, comments, please throw them in the comments below. Give me some questions. Tell me what you did. And if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe so we can keep this going, I'd appreciate it. That's what's going to help me grow. And you know, I'm open to see or hear what you guys have to say as well. So hit those comments below and let me know what you think, and we'll address them in another video.